You know how many blooper episodes we're gonna have to make at this rate? In today's episode, we'll be tearing down the engine, and the first thing that we need to do is drain all the oil, and that includes the transmission and normal engine oil. And yeah, well, we've got the special ratchet back. We're gonna see if it works, if it has the life in it to do what we want it to. It's a 12mm bolt. Oh yeah, and I've also made this special engine carriage to hold my engine while I'm working on it. Back with a bigger ratchet. Nice and easy. Just like that. And something else that you're going to want to need is rubber gloves. I'm going to switch back to the broken ratchet. Yeah. Because now we have less torque. We've also got this clear bucket for your entertainment. I'm not seeing any. Oh. Oh. Metal flakes, which are in there. See that?
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you ride a dirt bike.
This is the engine side, though, not the clutch side.
Mm.
Yikes. Okay. I hope that doesn't mean that it ruined the cylinder walls. I really don't want to pay to get those replated.
Well, it should be alright.
Well, I wasn't ever burning oil, so that's good.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Probably alright. We need to RDB merch. Go check out the merch in the link in the description down below. This stuff is great. Okay, we got our 12mm again. We've taken off our shifter right here because it was very bad, and well, basically you loosen a bolt and then pull it off, but that took us like 20 times the time limit allowed for that. So that is now currently in your local garbage can. So now we need to drain our transmission oil. And there it goes. I don't think I'm missing an O-ring. I think we're good to go. Oh, gee whiz. The O-ring is plastered on.
The washer?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heck is wrong with this bike? All right, we're gonna start by pulling off the valve cover. And in order to start that, I'm going to need these. That way I can remove my super sketchy zip tie that was holding it on there, because when I got this motorcycle, nothing was holding it on there. So now that that's ready to go, we can kind of pull that back a little bit, and we can start actually removing that. And what we're going to need is this 10 millimeter socket that hopefully won't break. We're draining oil from here, so Guido, could you get a towel? Actually, I got one. Okay, as long as it doesn't start draining into my drink, we'll be fine. Okay, we're going to take these bolts. We're going to set them aside and keep track of them. Now we slowly remove our valve cover, which is nice and clean on the inside. And what I'm going to be doing here is inspecting for anything that looks obviously wrong. And I'm not really seeing anything that's clear to my vision. So I'm going to set this over yonder. And now that this has stopped dripping, I can actually use it to set this upside down on with the bolts in their proper spaces. That's probably off frame though. So we now need to check, well actually we need to get this seal off of here, like so, and lay it with our valve cover. But now we need to check our clearances. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to do that once we get it all put back together, because as I'm editing this, I've actually already found other issues corresponding with the top end of the engine, so we will be getting into the valve clearances once we put the head back onto the engine. But for now, let's move on to the next stage of tearing down this engine. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to need to do is take out the camshaft, and in order to take out the camshaft, we are going to need to remove the chain tensor bolt, the cam chain tensor bolt, which is right here. Okay, so this next step is very, very important. There are two little keepers underneath our camshaft things, okay? Forget the technical word, but the important thing is you cannot let them fall into the crankcase, okay? That is very important. That isn't really going to help me that much, but the main thing is don't let it fall into the crankcase. And you will see exactly what I'm talking about as soon as these bolts are removed. If you could see the look on Guido's face right now, it is one of utter fear. And I don't blame him. Okay. There's the piece that you cannot lose, okay? Make sure that you keep it, okay? I'm going to keep that right with it. And I'm actually going to keep it in the slot also, because I really, really, really don't want to lose that. However, what I did do, oh shoot, just gonna have to go like that because those two bolts are different lengths. So I'm gonna have to judge based on this one, which one goes where. Because I was dumb enough to not check that. Look at me go. Same thing with this one. Make sure that you are not going to lose your keepers. Okay, so by the looks of it, Okay, the short one goes to the back, the long one goes to the front. Okay, keep that in mind also. Okay, and the keeper is in there, and it did not fall out. Everything appears to be in good condition, no visible wear and tear. So we should be good to go. Set these over here. Left and right. Okay, now we are going to remove the crankshaft. And in order to do this, we are going to need, okay, so we are going to remove the crankshaft. Now, according to the manual, it says do not, and I repeat, do not let the cam chain fall into the lower end. So we're not going to allow it to. And it's as simple as that. And in order to do that, well, I mean, that'll work, I guess. We are going to shove this rag right there. And that should hold it. Okay, so the cheese is among us, first off. Second off, we need to work on removing the entirety of the top end, which we will do in the next episode. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like this video, be sure that you go and check out this video right here and this video right here, and make sure to hit the subscribe button right here. And, well, you'll get more of this, because this channel is going to pump out videos until we don't, which will be in a while, because we got to finish this bike build and win the broke to built contest. So we'll see you in episode 6 of the rebuild. Thank you for watching episode 5.